What is going on, guys? It is Trifecta J here with episode 11 of my Kings MyGM, and we already have some bad news. Nick Stauskas, who had just gotten back from a dislocated patella, has torn his MCL, so he's out for 6 to 8 weeks. Started out as 8 to 10, but it's been a week or two since the injury actually occurred. But this is a completely new Kings team. We feature 3 new starters and a whole bunch of new bench players. Also a very different Hawks team. Jeff Teague still the point guard, but Goran Dragic, his backup now. Starting LeBron Nash, who they drafted in the first round. Also have lost Paul Millsap in the offseason and have replaced him with Adrian Payne. But this Kings team, they now have Stanley Johnson, who dunks that one in on the reverse alley-oop from Ben McLemore. They got Drew Holiday in a trade and got Zach Randolph in a trade. So this is a very different team. This is a team that features a lot of athleticism on the wings. Great scoring down low. Probably the best big man scorer in the entire league. And then a playmaking point guard who's great driving, good shooter, and Drew Holiday, who can also play a little bit of defense. That is one of the things that I really worry about this defense. Boogie Cousins is not a great defender. Randolph is a big guy inside, but he is not a good defender. McLemore has improved, but he is still not at that elite level. Stanley Johnson is a great defender. Even as a rookie, he has that ability. And Drew Holiday, when he is locked in, has the ability to be a lockdown defender. But the Hawks' first-round pick, LeBron Nash, showing you why he went so high in the draft. He has come up with a couple of huge buckets, creating off the dribble. But on the break, Drew Holiday, what a finish. He sort of spun around and shot it over his head. Once more on the break, this time Ray McCallum takes it coast to coast to tie the game up at 19. 21-19 now. Al Horford gets the dish from Brian Roberts, another new player on this Hawks team, to tie it at 21. Now down low in the post, Damari Carroll kicks it out and gets it to Ray McCallum in the corner as the shot clock expires. That's something this team has definitely improved on. They are much better passing, and Sindarius Thornwell, our second-round draft pick this year, misses on the 3/4 court shot. So we're up by 2 at the end of the first quarter, a pretty good first quarter. And we come into this game at 500. We are 7-7. I was hoping for a little bit better the start to the season, but that was a great shot by Ray McCallum. Gets the screen from Eric Moreland. The Hawks go under the screen, and McCallum just pulls up. But now Ray McCallum playing really bad defense right there, and Dragic just takes it on the dribble and gets that shot to go. Shot clock winding down. Jeff Teague working the ball floater, and that is good. 5-point lead now for the Sacramento Kings. Ben McLemore passes it to Cousins. He takes Payne off the dribble and slams it down with authority. A great take right there from Cousins. Drew Holiday gets the screen from Cousins. Bounce pass to Cousins. A great play as Shelvin Mack came on the help defense, but he could not handle Cousins. 5-point lead. Just 6.5 minutes left in the second quarter as Jeff Teague gets the and one to go. So now tied at 35. Stanley Johnson up top to McLemore. Down low, and that is great ball movement as the shot clock was winding down, and Cousins gets that shot to go. So Cousins up top, passes it to McLemore. He drives and one. Foul on Shelvin Mack. That makes it a 5-point game now. As LeBron Nash has the ball, he drives in and pulls up with a little floater right over Ben McLemore. But now on the break once more, and we go the bounce pass to Ben McLemore, who slams it down. This is a team that is excellent on the break. You have Stanley Johnson, who is a great dunker. Ben McLemore is a great dunker. They're more than that, but they are just great on the break. Holiday, getting my Washington State dynasty mixed up here. I'm sure I'll do that, but the Kings lead is now down to 2. Ray McCallum working, and Goran Dragic flops right there, and McCallum just dribbles backwards and picks up the 3 ball. Now working from the elbow, Al Horford. Corey Joseph has the ball, and he drives in as Joseph was traded for Dennis Schroeder at the I think in the offseason is when it happened. So that's an interesting trade. Gets the Hawks their 4th point guard. They are a very point guard heavy team, I guess trying to be like the Suns of the East. But at halftime, we're shooting 55%, very efficient. A lot of our plays have come on the break and have been dunks. We have Jeff Teague with 15. Ray McCallum actually off the bench had 15 in the first half. He was 4 for 6 and 3 for 3 on threes. So a great start for him. And then Drew Holiday adds 3 assists. On the break once more, and what a dunk right there. McLemore, not a great lob, but he just pulls that back and slams it down one-handed. Pick and roll down low to Cousins, and a great finish through Adrian Payne. Payne, like I said, has replaced Millsap in the rotation and the starting lineup, but Randolph blocks that shot, not known as a shot blocker, but he blocks it right to Adrian Payne, who knocks down the mid-range jumper. Now Jeff Teague misses the fadeaway, and working on the break, Stanley Johnson slams that down. Lead is up to 7. Under 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Once more on the break, pass to McLemore, and once more, this has just been a dunk fest, showing you what this team does. They are great on the break, and McLemore is a great shooter. We have a lot of offense. I feel like this is a team that any night you could have a player who has a great game. Cousins down low, like I said, I believe is the best offensive big man. Holiday is a great driver and can shoot the ball. McLemore is great in transition and can shoot. Stanley Johnson, he would more be he's a driver who is good in transition, and then Zebo is Zebo. And then you have McCallum coming off the bench who could have a big game. And also players like DeMauri Carroll who could get hot and maybe play a little more in a game, or Montrezl Harrell who's good on the break. But overall, I am really excited now for this series. I love the roster that I've put together. I feel like this is definitely, maybe not this year, but moving forward, as this is a pretty young team, this could definitely be a championship contender. But Teague with the 3 gets that shot to go. Is actually Kent Bazemore, one of the Hawks acquisitions in the last offseason, not in this series, but in real life, who I feel like has played very well for them. He's a great defender, and he has definitely improved his 3-point shooting. But going into the fourth quarter, we have a 6-point lead as the buzzer beater does not go down. So far, this game has gone very well. The Hawks come into this game, I think, have like 2 wins, but their record is very misleading. It's a very good team. It's very similar to the team in real life, minus no Paul Millsap, and they picked up Goran Dragic. But a great pass right there. The Hawks still know how to pass the ball. And the lead is now down to 1 on the break, and 1. A terrible foul by Sindarius Thornwell. The lead is now up to 2 for the Hawks, 77-75. LeBron Nash on the break, and that shot is good for Al Horford. He is probably one of the most underrated players in the NBA. I am a little biased as I am a Hawks fan, and I've loved seeing what they are doing this year. They're probably one of the most fun teams to watch in the entire NBA. They pass the ball so well, but Drew Holiday gets in the lane, the passing lane, and takes it all the way for the dunk, as we are now back down by 3. But back out top, 3 ball, and knocked down from Ben McLemore. Tie game, 16 points for him. And once more working, and a very similar alley-oop to the one early in the game. Not a great pass, but McLemore showing you off his vertical. And Stanley Johnson drives in, and 1. He goes with a little bit of a Euro step and gets that shot down. So our lead is back up to 2. This is a team that can definitely score in spurts. You can't turn the ball over on them. But it is now back tied at 87. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Zebo gets Payne in the air and pulls up just past the paint and gets that shot down. So now 3-point lead, or 2-point lead, as Payne saves it right to Zebo. And then on the break, this is pretty much all of McLemore's offense in this game. I think he has like 6 dunks, 1 3, and that's pretty much his entire offense. But our lead is now up to 4. Under 1.5 minutes left. Zebo down low. That ball gets deflected, but and 1 for Ben McLemore. He is one of probably the most improved players. I really like what I see out of him in this series. He still is not a very high overall, but he has the ability to be a great player. Now just under 30 seconds left, and it looks like Adrian Payne has a hold of the ball, and that is a jump ball. So with a 5-point lead, we'll go to a jump ball. Drew Holiday 6'4", which is good. But Adrian Payne is, I believe, 6'10". So now the Hawks down by 5, have the ball. Korver shoots a contested 3, no good. Cousins on the rebound. And Holiday will be fouled. He will go to the free throw line. First free throw is good. That makes it a 6-point game. And he can make it a 3-possession game. And that should put it away as he knocks that shot down. With 12 seconds left, got to get a 3 up. Bazemore for 3. And he knocks that shot down. So now a 4-point game we can make our free throws, this should pretty much end it. One free throw makes it a 5-point game, and then there's no three-pointer and one or anything along those lines. But McCallum makes the second free throw. That's something I focused on the offseason, improving our free throw shooting. But now Jeff Teague at the end of the game, and that is an air ball. And the Kings will take the game by 6 points over the Atlanta Hawks. A great first game for this team. Not their first game they've played, but the first game that I have shown. I really like what I saw out of this team. We shot 53% from the field. We had 2 players score 20 points and then 2 more above 15. Zebo has a double-double, 10 rebounds and 11 points. Like I said, 53% from the field, 46 from three-pointer. And we shot incredibly well from the free throw line. And we out-rebounded them by 5. But I hope you enjoyed, 'cause I'm out.